jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Salute to everyone that's in the building. WCS back on the boulevard once again. Big shout out to the supporters, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Haynes was good, first in the building. Man, let's get the visitors in the building on deck. We have another hot one, man, because you know people want to play. Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna show y'all something this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how to outthink somebody. You know what I'm saying? When they just, some of these, you know, they just impulsive individuals. You have them do what you want them to do without telling them to do it. Because if you told them to do it, they're not going to do it. But you can, it's a way that you can get them to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I spend my evenings, you know what I'm saying, picking these unfortunate individuals that don't know nothing about boxing to the dang playground. You know what I'm saying? You take them to the playground and you pretty much show them that there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Because they're watching me rather than me watching them. They're switching up their whole game plan because of me. I just want to address the overall weather. You know what I'm saying? The inclement weather that has been casted over the YTC, this cloud, for one fighter, this cloud. You know what I'm saying? And look, it's not like Terrence Bud Crawford is standing out in this weather and getting soaking wet and getting hit with the barrage of debris that might be blowing around. He's not out there, y'all. He's busy handling business because he got a fight coming up next month. That's the beautiful part about it. When you have people out in the rain working for you, they really working for you. They keep your name in rotation. They keep that shit spinning every day on YTC like a carousel, a Ferris wheel. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk about it. You got to spin the top on their ass, man. And let them know, hey, I see you. Thumbs up. Okay. All right, then. So, of course, you already know who it is, man. Jelena. He's over there yelling and screaming again, stating none but false lies, as always. And these individuals that's attached to the acronym L.D.B.C. believes that one voice is all they need. You know what I'm saying? See, Blue has since left. He's doing his own thing. He's freaking trying to survive out here with all the damn backlash he's getting. I told him it was gonna come. I told him. He don't want to listen to me. But all the backlash that he's been getting, all the people turning their back on him and stuff like that. I told him. I told you. But what has happened that I don't want the people to get confused about is this, right? If by chance, like I said before and repeat, if you're claiming that Blue has something to do with getting Crawford an 8-figure deal, why aren't you supporting the fighter that he allegedly was able to get the 8-figure deal with? Why aren't you making that happen? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't that part of your control to make that happen. No one's believing the fact of what you telling us, that Blue has something to do with Crawford getting an 8-figure deal, but you don't want to support. You don't want to support what's going on with Terrence Crawford right now. Like, I'm trying to help y'all understand, like, how can you in one breath praise him supposedly for creating a scenario, a supererogatory scenario, right? A far-fetched scenario, Marvel comic scenario. How can you create a scenario and then continue to bash the same fighter that you're trying to big him up? Which one is it? Does he have your praise and adulations, or does he have your aspersions? You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Adulations, aspersions. Which one is it? I'm just curious to know which one balanced the scales heavier for you. Because you can't sit over there and think that this is gonna get over. Like, I see little subtle things when I say people ain't doing nothing, they ain't growing. I see when they put an extra little money into that engine to give you more views. I see it. If I say these channels are not averaging 500 to 1,000, all I need to wait is about 1 or 2 days for them to come on here, and all of a sudden they have 500. You know what I say? Good for you, because you have just spent more money trying to prove to me something is fake. You're going to continue to spend that amount of money to have those views coming in, to think all of a sudden you're going to gradually work yourself up there to 1,000 views and say, oh, I got 1,000 views for 7 hours. Man, stop, man. Dude, stop, man. So we're going to do something that tactically people don't think of unless it's me, right? I'm going to orate BFTB's live right now on how much of a hater he is, Crawford. Real talk. He is so upset at what's being said. He's trying his best. He want me to just come knocking on his door and be like, come over here now. He is so angry. He want the sole U.S. Marine to low crawl over there and knock on his door and go to war. He think I'm gonna come over there and kick over some more headstones. There's no need for me to come over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Reaper comes when he feels like it. So I'm putting him to work, and I'm putting his people to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting his people to work. I'm putting him to work. So let's get down to it. He's going to find out there's tactics to this shit too. So let me share screen right quick. Well, let's just go off the audio, because time I share screen, he's going to cry like a little baby and submit paperwork. But I want to start. I already know where I'm at right here with this video. All right. So let's get it jumping, man. Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, AK, what's good? Big Blunts of Boxing, what's good, man? I try to stay away, but look, they're reacting to what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Why should I show mercy to these clowns, man? If they want to go to the circus, man, I'm gonna bring the balloons. I'm just saying that's what it is. Shout out Michael Johnson Boxing. What's good? What's good? So let me explain some stuff to you. We're going to check out some audio, and let's see how much of a true bona fide hater this dude is. And look, BF is not going to get any more growth off this, right? He's not going to get any more growth. I even put it out there that his chat is like 250, 300, right? All of a sudden today, he got 500 and something. Look, all of a sudden today, he want to do Kate Abdul video, which I did earlier. You know why he's doing it? Because it's bringing in the views. That nigga be watching my shit. He knows that video is bringing in views, and he need that shit. So let me take you on the audio. It's levels. Let me take you on the audio of what he has to say. And let me put the disclaimer up there. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy's known to have foul language. You know what I'm saying? He's known to just lose his freaking noggin. And I know his people won't hear freaking sending him links. You go ahead, y'all. Y'all go ahead and do your homework and send him all the links you want. Okay? You go right ahead. You go, girl. You go, girl. You just go, girl. So let's talk about the fake love. You see my thumbnail. Listen in.
Like I always told people, I'm fighting for them. Let me put this on the screen. Bud said, and I want to make sure everybody gets this. Bud said he's fighting for the people. That's what he said. Put this on the screen now. I don't want nobody to think I made this up. Let me go back so I can hear it yourself.
Something that I was used to.
It's got to feel good going home to fight in front of a hometown crowd, right? The tickets went on sale on Monday. I think half the arena already sold out on that Monday that they went on sale. What is it that the people of Omaha love about you?
Well, like I always told people, I fight for them. I put my city on my back, and when I go in the ring, Omaha is always on my trunks.
Shout out Team Crawford.
I always rep Omaha everywhere I go, ever since I was a young kid. And for me to...
Man, miss me with all that extra fluff and garbage you talk about, goofy ass nigga. You said you're fighting for the people. That's what you said. I'm fighting for the people.
So when he says fighting for the people, okay, that Jelena, you paying attention? When he say he's fighting for the people, there's not any other people that you know. You don't know civilized people. You're used to the ones that just walk up on the scene when you know what I'm saying, when you was growing up and you was kicked out the orphanage and they had you stand out there by the outhouse shoveling donkey manure. You know what I'm saying? Dumping it in a little river out back. You know what I'm saying? You had you and about two other people out there. You know what I'm saying? They had y'all doing all the dirty work. I get it. But it's not the civilized people that you would want to know in life. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You talking about what Terrence Crawford just mentioned is not the people that you would ever run into in life. And you should be paying too much attention to Omaha, bro. You should be paying attention to that room you in. You should pay attention to the room you in. You should make sure your light bill is paid all the time so you can turn that ring light on, so you can get it nice and a little cozy up in there, so you and all those shadows can be as one. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be worried about what Bud talking about when it comes to Omaha, Nebraska. You shouldn't be worried about this.
Everywhere I go, I keep Omaha on my shorts. I'm fighting for the people. I'm going to leave that there. Let's move past some of this goofy shit this nigga talking about.
So it's goofy for somebody who wears a cap all the time, right? There's levels of this shit. That Jelena, you feel me? Like you wear a cap all the time. This man say he wears Omaha around with him. What do you wear all the time? I don't know if you with the L.D.B.C, you BF, or you freaking champ side. You wearing all these freaking garments, and I'm confused. Who's your designer, bro? You know who is the designer? You know, where are you keeping all these snapbacks? On top of the fridge that's a mere 15 feet away? Where are you keeping all these caps, bro? You're talking about keeping a foot on whose neck? You can't be talking about mine. You can't be talking about mine. I know you ain't talking about Crawford. I know you ain't talking about Crawford. You doing this video because I did it. You a follower. You can't let me have all this control, brother. You can't let me have all this control.
Really?
Well, at some point in my life, I used to always care so much what the fans think, and
The nigga just said, I'm fighting for the people. Within a second, the nigga said, at some point in my life, I used to care what the fans think. I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't make this up. The nigga said in the first question that she asked him that I am fighting used to care what the fans think.
So the people clearly can be centrally located in Omaha, Nebraska. That's where his birthplace is at. That is his birth footprint. So a clear-minded individual with just a little bit of intelligence, let's just say give him 35%, okay? Because we know this guy is negative 10%, right? So let's just take the 35% of the class that understands that in its simplistic form. We don't have to really troubleshoot what he meant. He was talking about the people in Omaha and everything else. Now the fans, a lot of people can't relate to the fans because they can't connect with them. You know what I'm saying? The fans could be good and bad people all mixed in together. You know what I'm saying? So we all know Bud didn't do media a lot early in his career, nor did Canelo. Canelo just recently started doing media, nor did Lomachenko. It was a lot of fighters up here that didn't really mess with the media. You feel me? So you can't sit up here and try to come up with these conclusions, and it seems like you missed a pill or two today. You know what I'm saying? Is the med still on deck? I mean, what's going on here? It just seems like you losing a little bit. You think people are gonna respect what you're talking about when you just basically making up lies and shit? You just making up shit. Look, I just pressed play. He don't know what to say. He don't know what to say. What he is waiting, he's waiting on me to go live. He's very much distracted right now. He's busy up there looking to see if I'm live and people sending him shit. That's the whole purpose, bro. Your people's going to be blowing your phone up. WCS live again. His thumbnail looks similar to yours, or yours looks similar to his. Oh my God. Let's see if you can stay on 7 hours tonight.
Extremely easy to say that somebody sells out. Extremely. Anthony?
You're right. It's extremely easy, especially on YTC, to see the individuals that sells out. You know what I'm saying? They sell out to sit up here and basically speak ill. You know what I'm saying? Speak malice of a fighter that they never really had any type of communication or interaction with in life. So they continue to do the same thing because they feel like they're doing somebody a justice. I don't know, the L.D.B.C, I mean, is Spence really fucking with y'all? Because as much as you in Bud Crawford's business, I don't see where Errol Spence came on an interview, showed his face. You know, Bud Crawford, just like you see in there, he's been on Max Kellerman, he's been on Kate Abdul's podcast, he's been on Akim Barak, the Zone Boxing. You know what I'm saying? He did his IG. All of those are doing high numbers right now. All of them. But yet, you know who's not around? You know who's not been on YTC? You know who haven't did an interview yet? Errol Spence Jr. You know who isn't talking about them? This nigga right here. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He want to put all his emphasis like he's going to change the world. You're not going to change the world by talking about Crawford every day, bro. You're not going to change the world because you, in one sense, you're supporting Spence, but yet you're not doing any live streams that really make any sense. Like y'all have no intel, no data. Y'all sit up here and shy away from the recent video that was out. Y'all have no direction whatsoever. In shambles, bro.
Joshua did it. Is have someone, Eddie Hearn, come in and buy all the tickets and then resell them.
Okay. So let's talk about whatever he's talking about. You want to talk about Eddie Hearns. Eddie Hearns is all the way over there across the pond, right? So it's funny how he mentioned that. I told you there's levels to this shit, especially when I'm dealing with a preschool freaking boxing podcaster like this. You know what I'm saying? A person that needs to be close to his PC. Every time he venture off into a debate, he's getting bodied. So he's comfortable right there in his nest, right? In the dark room area. But we want to talk about Eddie Hearns buying tickets, comp tickets, and all this other shit. Well, let's go back to when Jerry Jones pretty much bought out the house in Frisco, Texas for Errol Spence Jr. when he fought Carlos Ocampo. He won't bring that up, though. He won't bring that up. He won't talk about Eddie Hearns buying out the tickets and reselling them. Who cares how the tickets are sold? Did you buy one? If you didn't buy one, then shut the hell up then. Nobody want to hear what you got to say. Because you're not going to talk about Jerry Jones admitting to the local local newspaper that he bought out the house. And he needed to sell 9,000 to break even. What are you talking about Eddie Hearns for? What are you talking about Eddie Hearns for, man?
But you stupid, goofy ass niggas. Well, oh man, he sold all tickets. I'll tell you, man.
Oscar the Grouch. I swear, this is hilarious, bro. This bro is a...
Sold out. That's crazy, man. Niggas sold out now. Listen, bro, he a star, man. Cause niggas sold all tickets. Bro, they said that Anthony Joshua sold out.
Sometimes I say to myself, man, this is just too easy for me to do this, right? It's just too easy. Terrence Crawford is in the welterweight division, right? Terrence Crawford is in the welterweight division. 3-weight world champion. You know about his lineal championship. You know about his freaking undisputed, all of that, right? He has no relation with Anthony Joshua whatsoever. That's why I'm telling you, these are individuals that sit over here and listen to this nonsense. Listen to the gibberish. Listen to this freaking nonsense. And if they really pay attention, this dude is not talking about anything important. Nothing, y'all. He's not even making any sense with his analogy.
In like 30 minutes or some shit like that. He sold out Madison Square Garden faster than Mike Tyson, than Michael Jackson. That's what they say. But yet you could buy a ticket anywhere on StubHub.
So Ticketmaster, they had the tickets on sale. This dude is way off par with this. You know what I'm saying? He can't even get to the back nine. You know what I'm saying? He can't do any of that shit, man. I mean, I don't even know why I'm even wasting my time with this dude, because really he wants to do a video on his recent interview because it's doing numbers. But when you are saying and creating lies like he is, nobody's going to watch the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's a competition thing now. He'll look at what I'm doing, but yet mine is organic. I'm not paying anything. And then he'll wait till a week go by, and he want to then, continue to buy views and act like he has an influx in viewership and subscribers. You're still coming out the pocket. You're doing what I want you to do. I want you to come out the pocket and continue to spend money. Because look, naturally, the subscribers is not going to influx like that because you're the same dummy. Just because they change out the mannequins and put new outfits on them don't mean the goddamn clothes are going to sell out. The mannequin's just there. You're the same guy. You're not doing anything special.
You can buy a ticket anywhere.
Let me fast forward.
Gonna how you did it or who you fought. So
let's stop right there.
Let me go back a little bit.
The motherfucking easiest come up in the world. And niggas like, oh man, they sold out. No, he didn't. No, he did not. He did not sell out. Fuck is you niggas talking about? Oh, I'll tell you, man, shit. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
Is he saying anything that's important to y'all? You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you, man, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, Venetian, who was that for?
We already know who he fighting.
But he's fighting for the people. It's all good. Let's get back to this work. My nigga AJ Salutes, they've been trying to tell y'all blood slow. Nah, that nigga more than that, bro. That nigga more than that, bro. He more than slow.
At least he can leave his room.
That nigga more than slow.
At least he can go in the kitchen and make him a PB&J if he want to.
Alright, so let's get to this. My nigga North Carolina in the building. What's up? I see you.
Let's go. Keep it moving.
Let's get back to it.
they still not gonna like, how you did it or who you fought. So
Let's stop right there. He says he fights for the people. That's what he said.
He keep repeating the same
Nobody
thing.
don't care about you fighting. an Xbox Groupon attached to the Ivy sneezing fight. Darkwing.
Can y'all imagine sitting and listening to this? It's not even close to being productive when we're talking about boxing talk. This is more so like cartoonish, animated. You know what I'm saying? Just a genre of reporting that people who don't have shit to do, they just come over here and listen to it. But I guarantee you, the people that listen to this on a regularity, they end up having problems in their real life. Seriously. They're going to start having problems in their real life. You know what I'm saying? They can't sit close to this type of noise and say that they're picking up boxing knowledge. You're not picking up boxing knowledge listening to this rambling over and over again. It's just like having 2 pennies in an empty pork and bean can. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get anything from it. Shake it up. It's going to give you the rattling sound. It's not going to sound good. Nothing. It's not going to do anything. It will make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? After you do it a couple of times, you're going to say, damn, I got a little PTSD from doing this shit. That's what you get from listening to this dude. He's not saying anything of importance at all.
But, so let's get back to this.
When you look at, all the great fighters that came before me and the fighters that's going to be here after me, they're going to get the same treatment.
Who the fuck on this nigga a duck? And so would I. And so would I. No, he is not talking about himself.
I'm trying to find a good part.
He is not. He's talking
I'm not getting up. Like, I'm not getting motivated for this bullshit.
This man a pass for every fight he's fought. Every one of them he gets a pass. Every one. I show you guys over and over again that this nigga ducked Edward Trojanowski at 140. This nigga ducked him. This nigga, y'all, everybody listen to my voice. You know that this man was not undisputed at 135.
See what I'm talking about? Oh my God, dog. Did you hear what he just said? Let me wind this back, man. I tried to tell y'all about this clown. I tried to tell you. Let me back it up a little bit.
Nigga is talking about Errol Spence because he damn sure ain't talking about himself. That nigga is talking about Errol Spence, y'all. That's who he's talking about. He is not talking about himself. He's not. He's talking about Errol. Niggas gave this man a pass for every fight he's fought.
Okay, every fight he's fought, the people's giving him a pass. Okay? All right? The man is sitting with 29 knockouts, more wins. Okay? Like, let's understand certain things. Let's understand certain things about where he's trying to go with this, man. He's clueless. He's clueless. He's one of the worst freaking YouTube channels out here, bro. He's one of the worst, man. Listen carefully to what he says. It's tactics to this shit, bro. Listen to what he's saying, man.
One of them he gets a pass. Every one. I show you guys over and over again that this nigga ducked Edward Trojanowski at 140. This nigga ducked him. This nigga, y'all, everybody listen to my voice. You know that this man was not undisputed at 135 at all. He was not undisputed at 35. Bro, the nigga could have been unified. The dude that had the IBF belt was a top-ranked fighter. Swear to God. He never unified in-house at 35. That's a fact. That is an unequivocal fact. He could have beat Ricky Burns and then fought the IBF champion, who was a top-ranked fighter. Those are facts. That is not a debate. That's a fact.
You know how they always talk about Ricky Burns, right? But they don't talk about how he didn't take step-aside money from Ricky Burns. How Ricky had lost in several years, like 7 years. He ain't lost, right? He was a long-standing, reputable. And then he ended up picking up a championship again after he lost to Terrence Crawford. This rhetoric that he's talking is just that. It's baseless. It's truly baseless, man. It has no merit to it whatsoever. We're talking about past tense. We're at the welterweight division, right? This interview is about a situation that is ongoing, that was ongoing the past several months, that we was hoping that completes, finally get this fight between him and Errol Spence signed, right? This is something that's current, 2022. He's talking about something long time ago, but yet he has the video up that just happened a couple of days ago. Is there a connection or something? This makes no sense on him speaking about something that Crawford did long time ago. There's nothing that he can do to expunge it. Nothing at all. Nothing. We supposed to be talking about all the outrage and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to be talking about. But we're not getting it. He's busy up here talking about 135. He keeps acting like Gamboa was at 126 when he stepped in there and faced Crawford. No, he was a 35er. Why are we still talking about Gamboa? The one sole guy who was a hitter, undefeated, who Crawford fought in his backyard. These aerosexual Spence tubers, they never want to give him credit for going in there and knocking that man down in his backyard, dusting him off in his backyard, y'all. In his freaking backyard. Let me get to the chat, man. Let me get to the freaking chat. This shit is senseless, bro. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo in the building. I see you. Tyrese on deck. Haynes, what's good? Aerosexuals, if you're smart, lead the building. Shots fired, man. Hey, Eno on deck, what's good? Mr. Gumbo WCS, cook this clown. Boy for us, take bully. Hey, Major Key on deck. Don on deck, what's good? He said, but I'm crying about the clown and saying broke Willie and baby sister Sheldon. Man, hey, this is the worst YouTuber on the platform. Real talk. He be in his mom's room screaming. His roommates hate when he goes live. They kill Spitz brand. Andrew on deck. Salute, man. Hey, I totally agree with that, man. Just totally destroying it. Totally destroying it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. This dude's not even on topic himself. He's talking about shit at 35. What does shit on 35 have to do with him getting his hand casket on the Hall of Fame weekend? What does that have to do with anything? What is what he's saying has to do with him being at the Hall of Fame ceremony with all the other legends and the people that's being inducted, and we didn't see no Errol Spence? Dude, why are you talking about something that happened so long ago? You sound crazy, bro. You don't know shit about boxing. You just ramble on about other shit you don't talk about, man. That's why when you're not by your PC like that and you in a debate, that's why you get smoked. You get smoked. They easy. And you just got mad because I put it out there to the universe. I put it out there. That's why you mad. Talk about that. That wasn't too long ago. You busy up here talking about 135 pounds, 140. Man, we're talking about 47, dude. We trying to see where Spence is at. Is he sober? Is he awake? Is he conscious? Semi-conscious? Unconscious? I mean, goddamn, what prefix do I need to use? Goddamn it. Is he semi-un? Is he? I mean, what? Help me out. Goddamn it. Was he okay? Because none of his people that's on YTC is paying attention to him. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't care. Tony Boswell on deck, man. What's good, Tony? Much respect at World Combat Sports. And the chat stopped there in the show. I see you having a kick on this Munchkin again. Yeah, I have to, bro. Because he feels that the bashing of a boxer is okay. Like, dude, you're basically jumping outside any type of control that you have, and you're basically allowing me to influence what you talk about every day. You know what I'm saying? You allow me. I went earlier about this video. Now he goes, he doesn't have anything. He want to come over here and attempt to believe that he's going to extract from my numbers to build his numbers up. And if you look in his chat, y'all can go over there. It don't make a difference. He got like whatever amount of people in his chat, all because I said that his shit don't grow. It's not going to grow, bro. Deep down inside, if you pay for it, it's all for show. It's not organic. If you pay for something, it's all for show, bro. You just paying out your pocket. You're stupid. You're taking the money that you get over here, the 25, 30 cent, and you're paying for new viewership while you're live. I don't, bro. I'm not. You continue to do you. Okay, Dodo? You continue to do you. You are the Dodo, boy. This narrative, that's why didn't Crawford become the IBF Mando is goofy as fuck. He was WBO super champ. He was guaranteed a title shot, unlike other sanctioning bodies. Hey man, I'm telling you, I'm just putting it out here, bro. He think he knows my next move and what I'm doing and all that shit, bro. I'm letting the people hear you firsthand on my shit. You know what I'm saying? So they can hear how stupid you are.
He never did. Never wanted to.
Fast forward.
So that means he agreed to. So if he agreed, this man said, I can't sit on my hands and wait for another promotional company to make things right with me when I'm not signed to them. Can somebody tell me, where has Errol Spence been signed to when Terrence Crawford was signed at Top Rank? Anybody, I don't care who.
If you ever paid attention to this, I have to apologize to the listeners right now because I know this is painful for you all to watch. I don't want you going in there just taking ibuprofen, aspirin, perk, ecstasy, goddamn whatever else Spence is having today. I don't want you to get yourself addicted on this night right here because just to take away the motherfucking pain. But you can't look. It can't be 1,000% everything that he says. You got to come up with a dumbass response to it. It doesn't matter who Errol Spence was signed to when he was at Top Rank. They wasn't scheduled to fight. They wasn't in negotiation to fight. It's too much out there for us to go back and say Errol Spence told the world what? Why wouldn't he take the easy route and fight Sean Porter and all that? Why are we talking about what he was signed to at Top Rank just because he said he's not going to sit on his hands and wait for PBC to stop playing games? He's going to get in the ring, stay busy. You know why? Because these same fools was on here earlier this year talking about, oh, Terrence Crawford ain't did anything. He just got out from stopping Sean Porter. That wasn't nothing. Why don't he fight Boots? Why don't he fight Boots? This man had just fought in November, and then the first semester of this year, they're up there saying, what do you got? He ain't got nothing going on. Why don't he fight Boots? Why don't he fight Boots? And this is before Errol Spence jumped in the square with Udenis Ugas and almost got his ass knocked out. So he's busy up here trying to speak on something that makes no connection at all to the people. Who gives a fuck what was being done? Who Errol Spence was signed to when Crawford was still with Top Rank? They wasn't gonna fight regardless. Regardless, bro.
Somebody tell me, who was Errol Spence signed to? These guys want money.
Of an ECN fight, and to the reaction to your IG live, even what have you made of that?
Well, I think it's
I can tell you, he up there looking at Kate. Boy, he fueling. He looking at that beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? He fuming right now because you know he don't like no women. He don't like that Y chromosome. Nuh-uh. But he's fuming right now. Boy, if he can get caught, boy, he try to swing on him. For real. He'll try to swing on him. He don't like seeing that glowing skin and that accent.
I think it's not geared directly towards me. I think
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there.
Boy, you goofy as hell.
Stop right there. The nigga has been telling everybody who would listen to him that he is his own boss.
Do you see where he's going? I mean, I can't make this shit up, bro. That's why I say, you know what? Once I knew he was gonna do this video, I know he'll goddamn put his own head in the guillotine and pull the rope himself. I know we're not talking about own boss. See, they try to retread shit and throw it back out to his audience because he has a bunch of damn goofy ass listeners too. Special needs. For real, I'm serious. Special needs. We're not talking about own bosses, are we? Because that's what Errol Spence said. He was his own boss, but he can't even come to the negotiation People worry about, Terrence Crawford not telling him about the hedge fund and everything. But what does it matter when you got to go through Al Haymon? And Al Haymon's like, I know you wasn't on there discussing business with him. He's not going to go tell Al Haymon anything about no hedge fund and who's in charge of the hedge fund because they know who Al is. This dude is up here talking about Bud said that he was the freaking his own boss. I know you're not taking that route, brother. Like, bro, you really showing people truly that you don't know shit about the sport.
That's what he says. He's his own boss. Over and over and over again. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. Well, you know, I'm my own boss, EJ.
Is he saying something? Man, I gotta fast forward. This don't make no sense. I gotta fast forward, bro.
Okay.
For one, being that, I did everything that I was supposed to do, that I could do to make the fight happen.
Except sign the fucking contract that...
I'm glad you said that. Like, when it comes down to signing contracts and shit, right? I'm just trying to find out, what was it, really? What was it? Seriously. Do we really know what it was? Because I keep hearing people just sign a contract, just sign a contract. Do we really know? Was it a draft? Was it a contract? I'm just want to know for the people, because he's yelling and screaming to my sign the contract. What contract? What contract was it? Somebody explain to me, what contract was it? What contract was it? I don't get, nor do I understand why these individuals continue to say, sign the contract. Sign the contract. Was it a draft or a contract? Because there's a tweet out there already that's talking about, from Errol Spence, that's talking about a draft. It's a tweet that I put up several times already. Where is the contract? Because nobody can tell me what was on the contract. I heard Money Brown talking about 3 things the other night. I'm hearing this idiot up here talking about sign the contract, just sign the contract. What contract are we talking about? Was the contract for this year? Was everything transparent? What contract are you talking about? I really want to know. The people want to know, what contract are you talking about, brother? This shit is out of control, man. I'm just curious to know what contract that is, man. Y'all remember the tweet that Errol Spence put out about, if I'm not telling the truth, post the draft? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember this right here? If I'm not telling the truth, tell him post the draft. If there's a contract out there, why would you post the draft? This is from Errol Spence. If it's a contract out there, why would Errol come on here and say post the draft? This is what I'm trying to get across to you all as intelligent human beings. When you listen to freaking, clowns like this, that's running channels of aggression, pointless aggression, in a dark room, a cubicle, with one ring light. Why did Errol Spence say, if I'm not telling the truth, tell him to post the draft? Is it a draft or a contract? Because they keep on talking about signing a contract. But Errol Spence came on here and said, if I'm not telling the truth, tell him to post the draft. Post the draft. This is after everything split up, right? And Terrence Crawford freaking went public, right? So this basically debunks all this other bullshit he's talking about signing the contract at all.
You agreed to take.
No need for me to listen to that.
But there's no one above you that's going to tell you you can't do it. Nobody.
So let me see what he said about this draft.
Can't say nothing about it. The month can't post it. You can't. You can't post it. You cannot. Because if you post it, then we will know that you are full of shit and a motherfucking duck. That's why you can't post it. Because if you posted it and it showed exactly what Errol Spence said, that you had the transparency that your punk ass was asking for.
So he's using pretty much mirror the post that I just put up, the tweet, and he's making a reference to basically find details that's internal to the contract. All right, he's trying to basically emphasize small details that's supposed to be inside this so-called contract, but it clearly says draft. Now we all know that characters, phonetically, they do form themselves into words if placed in proper context, right? And in proper order, right? So therefore, it's not difficult for us to see that draft is a draft when we understand that that's just something that's preliminary. But a contract is somewhat a document that can go to the final stages and seal the deal. Let's make the fight happen, make it official, announce it, let's go. This dude sees the dang the tweet up here, and why would Errol Spence of all people? Now look, listen to my point. If Terrence Crawford did not sign supposedly the contract, then Errol Spence would have sent this tweet and say, okay, if I'm not telling the truth, tell him post the contract. If they supposedly sent him a contract, right, and it was ready to be signed and everything, wouldn't Errol Spence just say, if I'm not telling the truth, tell him to post the contract? Because the people put it out there. The PBC, they put it out there. They say, we're showing concerns. It seems like Terrence Crawford's not committed. It seems like he's lost interest for this fight. We sent him back the paperwork with a minor change on it. So if they send him something back with a minor change, that means he has to review it and decide where he wants to go with it. He obviously chose to go to BLK. He obviously made them aware and confirmed that he wasn't signed with PBC. He let them know that he is his own boss and he's choosing to walk away from this negotiation that's not going anywhere, period. Why would Errol Spence say post the draft? What are you going to say? Oh, it's a TikTok. Him and his girl was doing TikTok. He wasn't paying attention to his typing. Him and his girl was just TikTok. Don't put too much emphasis in it. I mean, he's been having a little problems here and there. He was probably in training and he wasn't paying attention, man. You know how it goes. No, you got the same freaking tweet that I got up and you just said all you had to do was sign the contract. What contract? Errol Spence said draft, bro.
What's your excuse then?
Man, you all over the place, bro.
You lied habitually. Your excuse will be fine. Anyways, let's get back to this work.
Every day that you wake up because you're not happy with your life.
Then niggas say, well, then, you go.
We'll fast forward.
Essentially, right? And they
I mean, we're absolutely getting nothing from this.
Errol Spence agreed to the terms that you agreed to. Sounds fair and right to me. Sounds fair.
And it got to be right on both sides.
Things gotta be fair and right on.
With the way these individuals on YouTube talking, you know damn well that they're in denial. If everything was fair, we would have had a fight by now. But we understand there is a ceiling. You know how Al Heyman talk about why would you want to place a ceiling on negotiations? By bringing in that 50 million, right? Well, guess what? When it comes to Errol Spence, he has a ceiling. He has a ceiling. He's not his own boss. So at the end of the day, there's people on here that joke around. I like to thank Al Heyman before I thank my mama and thank God and freaking the little Yorkie Terrier I got at home. You know what I'm saying? And my kids. My kids come last when Al Heyman on there. We got people that has to thank him right away. You have individuals that have went off on Al Heyman, has to come back on camera and apologize. You know, we have, hey, I like to thank Al Heyman. So really what you're saying is you acting like you forget. Errol Spence has a ceiling. He's signed to someone who y'all niggas in the L.D.B.C. give him all the praise in the world for being who he is, right? But you think that Errol Spence is going to have some type of extra collateral duties? He's going to really be an assistant to Al Heyman? Like he's really going to be a shot caller? No, he has Floyd Mayweather to deal with. Floyd is the second in command, or even, you know what I'm saying? Floyd basically been on record, and that hasn't been refuted. So they're not going to bring that to the light. Errol Spence is not even the top 100 when it comes to PBC. He can't make no decisions over there. Real talk, he can't make no decisions over there, bro. Zero. So they keep on talking about if they agreed. What if it was Al Heyman? What if it was somebody else that was in that promotion that didn't want the fight to happen? You can't continue to finger point in the direction of Bud Crawford and say, all he had to do. All you have to do is become smarter in life. That's all I'm saying, and not be so stupid.
Both sides. Fair. You are the B side.
Man, we ain't talking about no A and B side for real. We passed all that.
Mandatory, bro. You only were obligated to get 35%. You was his mandatory. Jeff Horkin said, nigga, fuck you.
So he's talking about Jeff Horn again. Makes no. He's talking about his signature wins.
Okay.
Of course. When you look at Terrence Crawford legacy compared to Errol Spence legacy,
It's night and day.
it's night and day.
Why are you talking about Errol Spence's legacy?
Why? And look, why are you talking about old shit? You ask him why you talking about Errol Spence's legacy, but why you talking about old fighters that has nothing to do with negotiation that just expired, that just stalled out and expired. It evaporated. You're talking about a freaking fight that happened a long time ago, which that same fighter is not even nowhere close to this negotiation. They're not even a player in this negotiation, but you continue to bring their name up like they current and they're relevant. That just goes to show you how depleted you are when it comes to them being able to think of current shit. You just want to fabricate a lie. You don't want to keep it neutral. You don't want to keep it neutral. You busy up here talking on some bullshit that don't make any sense, bro. It's going to take more than a goddamn baseball cap, bro. I tell you all the time, if you want to freaking, feel what it's like to let that AC blow on the top of your scalp, take that cap off, bro. Because I truly believe that you have some restrictions going on there. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the tumor. Take it off and let us see the tumor. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to see. Let me get over here. Cooking with Sir Senior on deck. What's good? East Money, what's good? Also, why Errol can't post a draft? Good question. Why can't he post a draft? You know what I'm saying? Why can't he do anything? Why can't he do anything? Have y'all ever realized that? Why can't he do anything? They always talking about what Bud should be doing. Why can't Errol do anything? The dude can't even get a chick off of him. You know what I'm saying? He can't even get a chick off of him, bro. Man, it doesn't make any sense to me. There never was a contract. It was a draft. Never mentioned a contract between the two. He only said a draft. This dude's a liar, man. He always talking about other people lying. Dude, this dude is the worst, man. This dude knows nothing, man. He knows more about snapbacks than he does boxing. Mark Nash on deck. What's good, bro? I saved him in Brooklyn. Them Jamaican shotters was going to get him, and I said, chill, Zaga, Yaga. He is just a goofy clown. I just hit his phone, y'all. I'm call him if it persists. Hey, man. I fixed it. I don't know what it was, but I just made a minor adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Draft isn't an agreement or legal binding contract. It isn't. It isn't, Tony. And maybe he can read individuals who are listening to the BS he's talking and understand. He's sitting up here talking nonsense, bro. You're lying to the people. But yet, your group, they don't matter if you lie to them or not, man, because they're not there for boxing. They just there for the entertainment factor, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just there. You know, they waiting for the Ritalin to kick in and everything. I mean, seriously, they really don't know what they're doing there. They're just there to type in the chat. It's more people that have fun in the chat than they actually listen to what he got going on, bro. That's all. Misery loves motherfucking people around them. Let's talk about it. A draft is a proposal to show you what the context of the contract contains. The context, bro. Why would a promoter, manager, or advisor would tell his fighter don't take $10 million? Hey, all I'm trying to say is Al Heyman put it out there. Bud said Al Heyman said, I don't want nobody else touching this. He didn't want nobody else touching it. He didn't want nobody else touching this, dog. He made it perfectly clear. He didn't want anybody else touching this. Period. No. Nobody else was touching it. Yep, all praise. Al Heyman Floyd's son, EJ, for real. I'm sorry, but 3 belts in one division is good. No disrespect. But it ain't undisputed, which means you were the best in that division at the time. That legacy cut above the rest, in my opinion. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. If you know this, if you totally grasp it, why isn't he grasping it? Why can't he download it and process it for knowledge? Why? Because that's what happened when you have forced stoppages and shit. You have people that's refusing to understand the real productive information. They don't want to route that information. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to route that information the way it's supposed to go. They're wired different. Why wouldn't you be able to sustain common knowledge about something that's so simple? You're not making any sense, bro. I know we're not talking about own bosses. I know he's not bringing that up with Terrence Crawford. When Errol Spence say, I'm my own boss, but yet he can't make a motherfucking decision.
She asked you about your legacy, you jealous ass bitch. This thing is a jealous. This is what he just did. Okay. Now I need you to listen to things that Jeff.
Look, it's no need for me to, because pretty much I got my point across on what I wanted you to listen to. Because jealousy, you're using all these words out of context. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Your repetition continuously is out of order. You're not even thinking about what you're saying. How is he jealous of Spence though? Like, he's came up 2 divisions. Y'all talk about Crawford could have came in and fought at 147, and talk about, yeah, he came in heavier than 147 and he could have fought at 147. That's a lie, bro. Like, Spence came in higher than 147. He could have fought at 154. He could have damn tried to make a run at 154. Ask him why that didn't happen. So when it comes to then Terrence Crawford and what he's been able to accomplish, he did it. Every division, he did it. He picked up a belt, and he continued to be consistent, and he kept it moving. He took no step aside money. None of that. He fought all his mandatories. He did what he's supposed to do as a fighter. This is easy. This is easy transcription right here. It's nothing difficult, bro. Communication lines are up. We're green. Over there, that shit's red. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. I don't think they'll get it if you just put a defibrillator on the left and right side of their head, right where their temples at, and got clear. I don't think they would get it. Shout out to Coach on deck. New media today, USA Boxing in the building. What's going on with the Coach Malachi on deck? WCS, remember I told you that that's why didn't Spence show the paperwork? Yeah, man, I remember. I remember you mentioning that. They keep talking about contract after contract after contract. Bro, it wasn't no contract. You keep on talking about the same thing over and over again. It's not a contract, bro. I mean, when are y'all going to let that ride? It's not a freaking contract. It was a draft. It was a proposal, just like Tony put out there. It was a proposal. What part of the proposal you don't understand, man? Coach says, sign the contract 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. I don't know, man. It's so disappointing when I hear that type of talk. Because you get these dudes up here talking about building. We building. We support this type of fighter. We support that type of fighter who happens, supposedly, allegedly, is black. How can you go this deep into a black fighter and you feel that it's productive? Like, why all the hate? If blue is your man's, right? If blue is their man's, then help me understand one thing. Why are y'all not supporting him with the BLK? Why are you busy up here continuing to go hard with a situation you can't change? You think for 1 second that all the ridicule that you putting out there, because let's just say you do it this month, December, January, February, it get around March, and in 2023 we still not getting a fight. What's gonna be next? I mean, what is next for you? Because it won't be Crawford. Crawford said, I just want it to be fair. He's not trying to get a 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Crawford is not trying to hear all the nonsense, but yet he was able to compromise and say, I'll take 35%. Why? Because I believe they put that out there and they didn't believe he was going to take it, so he called a bluff. When he called their bluff, what they did, they went to another freaking obstacle. They put something else up there for him to jump over. And then when all else fails, they removed it from 2022 and say, well, we're going to fight in 2023. You good? Hello? Hello? Hey, anybody home? Yeah. You there? Bud. Hello? Bud's gone. He's gone, man. He's not standing there and continue to repeat shit over and over again. He accepts something, and then these people here talking about they agree to everything and all that. But yet, the people go live. Look, they go straight to the media and say, we're concerned that Crawford is not committed to taking this fight because we haven't heard anything else back from him, and he's pretty much just went silent. Just like the Spenceaholics did when that video popped out and they said it was a TikTok. Yeah, they started talking about, yeah, just like that. But they was concerned that Terrence Crawford haven't responded to that final revision that they sent down there. They sent to him. So if that is indeed the case, right, and they admit to making a change on the final paperwork they sent back for him to review, that pretty much excludes anything that they talking about out here about signing a contract. It wasn't for him to sign. It wasn't a contract to begin with. It was a draft proposal. It was shit for him to look over, him and his people. So why we continue to run with the narrative? How long are we going to run with duck? When people think of ducks, right, they don't think of something like a scorpion, you know what I'm saying, an eagle, a hawk. They don't think of something that's pretty dangerous or whatever. But these niggas be on here trying to put duck in the most severe term. Like they be trying to place that shit like it's an historic creature, man. One of the most vicious. It should have been in Jurassic Park 4, 5, 6, and 7. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they would have put them ducks in there. Them raptors would have had nothing on them ducks. Seeing them walk around with their little chick, man, they wouldn't have had nothing. Them joints are killers, bro. They will peck your motherfucking ankles, man, and damn eat your Achilles tendon right there on the spot. Damn, dog. I bet big money BF won't talk to Crawford like that to his face, real hard behind that keyboard. Well, his boy Erica tried to pretend like they was in Vegas, and you know, Crawford was up there talking or something. And BF was behind him, always close by. BF made a comment to Crawford or something, and then he was like, he moved out the way, and Crawford didn't say anything. Man, get out of here, bro. Crawford will goddamn break your neck. What are y'all talking about? He will break your motherfucking neck, dog. What are you dudes coming? Like, are y'all so delusional, bro? He's talking about he moved out the way so Crawford could hear what BF was saying, and Crawford wasn't even paying attention to what this dude was saying, if that's even true, because we know these dudes be fabricating shit. They just be making up lies, bro. You ain't in Vegas trying to sit up here. And first of all, if y'all felt the way you did, why are you even talking to him? He tried to make it seem like Crawford came up to him and said, hey, oh, you that guy, right? That be on YouTube? Oh, gee willikers, man. It's really nice to meet you, guy. He tried to act like Crawford came up here and saw that, first of all, he had on a cap. You know what I'm saying? Because if he would have took that motherfucker off, it wouldn't have been no light up in Vegas. They would have been like, hey, excuse me, emergency. Let's go check the power grid. Shit just got dark up in here. Shit just got dark. Call the first responders in here. Call the technician. We need to get this power on. Then he put back on his cap. Oh, it's good. Damn, what was that? What was that? How did the lights go out all of a sudden? Errol's steadily showing what really went down. We sent you a draft. What happened to a contract? Spence Jr. showed a contract. A business proposal isn't a legal binding agreement, man. Drop that knowledge on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I sitting up here have to apologize to my listeners because I thought you was going to be talking about something that was really pertinent, like very, very informative, conducive to the dang live stream. It wasn't. All you was doing is talking about old shit, rah, rah, rah. Man, you old. You played out. And Erica, don't you talk about age, bro. Don't you talk about age. He's talking about he having a birthday tomorrow, right? And he tried to throw shots talking about, well, hey, these other guys are over their 50s. Listen, brother. Listen. Worry about your birthdays, bro. Because know this. Every year that you turn an age older, that means maybe an inch is going to meet you in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? An inch of that hairline is going to meet you in the mirror and say, see ya. Salute new media today. USA Boxing, subscribe and like this channel. Appreciate you, man. PBC pulling the whole can. Y'all do the same with y'all news, man. Make sure y'all go over there and support him, man. Check him out. Don't slip. Don't slip, man. That's Team Tucker over there. Don't slip, man. Make sure you support the channel. Make sure you support Coach Malachi channel, Blood channel. You know what I'm saying? Support Big Blunts and Boxing channel. You know, support these channels that's over here, you know, putting out the real. Not the real stupid. You know what I'm saying? PBC pulling a whole can on the public. And the community can't see it. Damn shame. The community can see it, bro. Community can see it. It's just that people have to continue to speak up on this and don't just let it slide because you don't have time. You know what I'm saying? Make time for it. Just a little bit. You can hit replay. That's all I'm saying. You can hit replay on this and you can pretty much just get your voice out there. But dudes out there like that just want to say, okay, he's lying on this. He's lying on that. Go back to Jeff Horn. Why are we talking about Jeff Horn? I mean, Jeff Horn is over and done with, bro. You talking about Jeff, he could have went to Jeff Horn's backyard and fought Jeff Horn. Look, bro, how many times Jeff Horn supposed to get gifted fighting in his hometown? Everybody can't do what Kambosos was able to do and have 2 fights in his backyard. We've seen plenty of Australian fighters over there. Plenty. But at the end of the day, you're trying to say that why Crawford didn't go over there and fight Jeff Horn, who just fought Pacquiao, and y'all say he was what? Pacquiao was robbed, right? The same Pacquiao who was much older, but y'all was sitting up here jumping for joy as if y'all wanted Pacquiao to have that WBA title, right? I got it. You want him to have that WBA title for Spence to go in there and take it from him so he can have a Pacquiao on his record. So when the debate come up, hey, well, he got Pacquiao. He got an 8 division champion. Terrence Crawford don't. I'm back, people. Listen, y'all smarter than that. Y'all know what it is when it comes to the boxing talk. If you don't have to sit up here and listen to people say the same thing over again and yell, kick, and scream, that shit don't make any sense. Like, I don't know why other people didn't put vested interest to call it for what it is with these dudes. They'll sit up here and create stories and all that. They'll come in here and continue to lie on Crawford's name and say he ain't shit, but you keep on talking about him. Look, this is the BF, okay? It don't matter how many days that you take to create thumbnails on Crawford. It's not going to do anything for stopping this fight on December. You nor anybody else is going up there in numbers. Y'all not going to do it. You're not going to be in attendance. You're not going to be there. Let's just keep it real. You're not gonna be there. So it don't matter how much you talk and you think you're gonna have somebody come out of the woodworks. Let me tell you the scenario. If this dude was running the Crawford, right, just like he did Blue, but instead of giving Blue the courtesy to have a conversation, let's just say Crawford bumped him with his shoulder. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up, this dude gonna knock off his baseball cap, right? He gonna fall and crack his head on the pavement. He gonna make sure he goddamn split that shit open so he start bleeding. And he gonna immediately file a report on Terrence, right? And he's gonna do a lawsuit for punitive damages for assault. That's all. And then when it goes to court, they're gonna say, oh, he should know better because he's a registered fighter. He's one of the best fighters on the pound for pound list. And he know better than that. He assaulted me. I didn't even see it coming. He's gonna do paperwork on him. That's all. He's gonna do extreme paperwork. He's gonna be in there drooped all over. He's not gonna have his damn sweat, his hoodie on, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come in there drooped all over. He's gonna look all groggled. You know what I'm saying? He's going to look like he's decrepit. And he's going to shed a tear. I've been through so much in life, Your Honor. Please award me what I asked for. $25 million. I think I deserve $25 million. I hurt so bad. When he hit me with his elbow, say, look, Caldwell, is it? We seen the video. And he just walked up on you, and it seemed like you kind of leaned into him, and you pretty much initiated the contact. So therefore, we're not going to award you anything. And then we looked at all those garbage-ass videos you got out there, and hopefully this is a lesson to you, and you can be a better person. Start with going out there and deleting all those freaking videos, especially the ones when people seeing you like you was on crack. And all of a sudden you lifting weights and you found out what whey protein is. And you found out all that other shit you can purchase online. Just because you put on 30 pounds or whatever you got. Man, stop it. Stop it, dog. I'm telling you, this dude is gonna do paperwork on Crawford, dog. I'm telling you, he's talking all this shit, man. Look, the same meeting he had with Blue. It's gonna be no different with him. He can talk all that rah rah rah. It's gonna be the same thing, but it's gonna be a little bit different. Crawford's gonna come out the damn shadows, right, and give him the look he gave Jose Benavidez, bro. He's gonna see the white of Crawford's eyes coming out the shadows, with his head dipped down a little bit, looking at him. That's all it's gonna take. Dude gonna start screaming, "Ah, Blue, where are you, Blue?" Blue gonna be up there in the window. I ain't got nothing to do with that, good brother. I don't have nothing to do with that, good brother. You on your own. I already had my meeting. He gonna close. Look, Blue gonna close the curtains off his ass. Ding. He gonna close the curtain on him, dog. Baby, I don't have nothing to do with that right there. He gonna have to handle that on his own. I already been through that experience. I ain't doing none of that shit, bro. Nothing at all, man. I'm done with that. Dude's threatening. He handled that. Believe me, he good. He good. Yeah, Jeff Horn handled his business with Pac. But why is he the topic of the conversation? Why are you bringing up Jeff Horn for Crawford? We're talking about Errol Spence. We're talking about Errol Spence. See, they always bring other people. It's funny how they can not talk about Crawford, and they'll bring up Jeff Horn and freaking Gamboa, right? They're not talking. They're talking about other people. They're talking about it in a sense that somehow, some way, it affects what Crawford's accomplishments is, right? But then when it comes to him and Spence, they talk directly about Crawford and what he hasn't done. Do y'all see the dynamic in that? Look, when it comes to the old people, the old news, the old fighters, they always talk about them, you know what I'm saying? And who there wasn't, what they didn't do in their career. They weren't shit, this, that, and the other, right? But then when it comes to this scenario, it's all on Crawford. All eyes on Crawford. All damn conversation is on Crawford all the time, bro. All the time. He didn't do this. All he had to do was sign the contract. He's a liar. He left. He ducked Errol Spence. He left the negotiation. He did this. When did they ever ask Errol Spence anything? I mean, seriously, do they ask him anything? Does he do any wrong? Are these dudes, have they been extorted, dog? Is there a video out there of them being invited somewhere and the doors was locked behind them? Like, what's been going on, bro? For real. These dudes seem like it's a video out there or something. You know, butt naked to the nude. Something's going on, man. Because they refuse to talk about Spence when it's strictly about them. They rather talk about some career. How can you analyze a video, right? And you act like you explaining the verbalytics, right? And you act like you giving the fans something. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this video. But yet with that video, you're talking about old news, which irrelevant to what we looking at right now. It has no freaking transcript to this current video at all. None of the information transfers over. Nothing. The comparison you making, nothing. They was ready to take the Pacquiao fight for no belt, but just a cash grab. Now Bud is grabbing some cash and there's a problem. Talk your shit. Why? Talk that, man. Remember, PBC wasn't letting them fight to 2023. So if one person, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15, 17, you know what I'm saying? 13 plus 13 equals 43. You know what I'm saying? If you know it, that's Slim. Other people out there know it. If Crawford made it perfectly clear he wanted to fight in 22, why in the hell do they see a problem with him walking away from the negotiations and pretty much letting people know it was for the following year? He wanted to go up here and get paid this year. So what's the problem? It's no problem. Only with the YTC, bro. If they do something, they better show respect, I promise. Hey, Man, they ain't rolling up on Team Crawford like that, man. They ain't rolling up on him like that. What's going on, Hyphy? So they expected Crawford to fight a YouTuber for free over some words. I thought they were pro-black and against black-on-black violence. They're confused, really. Look, anybody who look at these group of people as leaders, then shame on you. I'm here to help you out, man. I want to be the voice of whatever. Because there's no reasoning with these dudes, right? Me being black from the South myself, there's nothing I can say to you all to change their minds. Because these dudes are up here playing a dangerous game with the way they disrespect people, wish death on people. For some reason, I heard this dude bring it up again. Erica brought that shit up again about some guy that used to come in here and now he's dead because he was talking. No. Don't think bad. Like, don't point the finger. Don't act like you are the forsaker. Don't act like you have godly like powers. That now you're gonna start claiming that if someone speak on your name, they're gonna pass away. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Because I'm gonna ask myself, so why are you still here? You was wishing death upon a man that he had burning in a car, and you didn't even know the dude. But you're gonna sit up here and say, well, this guy used to talk about me and he said this and now he's dead. You say he died of health reasons, but you keep putting it out to your people as if you're talking about me. I'm just telling for what it is, brother. You a hypocrite. You always play that slave music, which used to be the same one sneaking out of the motherfucking wherever you was sleeping back then, knocking on master's house and telling on people. You'll be the one. You know, so and so back there talking too loud. You'll be the same one up here telling on people. You're that guy, man. You're pitiful. You know what I'm saying? I already put it out there. You wishing death upon somebody, but you scared to go in the military because your friend lost a thumb. What a coward. God damn. And you still up here talking as if you trying to convince people that you have some type of godly power because two people that you used to know on YouTube passed away. So now you're trying to direct this to me. I'm embracing it because I don't believe in you. I believe in the higher up. I believe in the supreme being, not you, brother. Nothing you can say that can convince me. You should think about that yourself. You should be praying to God to say, God, I hope I wake up in the morning and I'm able to use a comb. Because right now, all you got to do is spit in your hand and goddamn rub that shit together and goddamn put it on top of that goddamn muscadine head of yours. That's all. That's why y'all two get along, real talk. I'm going to keep on saying it. Y'all two get along for that reason. Both of y'all got head problems. You know what I'm saying? You take that cap off. We're talking about galaxy. We're talking about galaxy. NASA be like, excuse me, Commander. We have an unidentified. Check this out. A UHO. A UHO has just came into radar right here. Check it out, Commander. A UHO. Wow. Damn, it keeps popping up on the radar. Unidentified head object. Wow. Commander, what should we do? Oh, we're just going to track it. It seems harmless, man. We're just going to track it. I think they may be walking to the bodega or something like that. We're just going to keep an eye on it. It don't seem like it's going to cause any destruction. Poof! The shit disappears. Put the hat back on. I'm telling you, you can see that shit from space, man. From Google Maps. You can see Google images in that shit. Put in Hedamite. All you got to do is put in Hedamite. Either Erica or Julina head will show up from a space view. That panoptic view is clear, man. The landscape is there. Just type in Hedamite. It will give you the image. You can screenshot that shit. See, it's from a you gotta understand, from a panoptic view, it's just gonna look like a landfill. You know what I'm saying? That's how big it's gonna look like a landfill, and it's gonna look like a grade of dirt. But you got to hurry up. You got to keep on checking it periodically throughout the day, because once they take the hat off and put it back on, it disappears. So you got to be on your shit, man. And in order for you to screenshot it, I'm telling you, you got to be timed. You got to have your timing down for that. Seriously. And the good thing about it, I'm going to tell you something you might not know. It doesn't matter if they take it off outside and inside. Still, the satellite view can be seen, for real. Even if they take it off on the inside of the house, it can still be seen from space. Good shit. He gonna ask the judge to remove him from the register. Yeah, for real, right? Hey, Bloods, he's gonna be trying to negotiate shit, dog. You're right. He gonna be trying to negotiate stuff. Well, Your Honor, I don't want. If I can't get the $25 million, can you just do me a favor, Your Honor? Just do me a favor, Your Honor, please. Can we do a quid pro quo, please? Can you help me out, Your Honor? Can you just take me off? Just please take me off, dog. Can you just take me off, dog? We both black, brother. That judge is gonna be like, no. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a bad taste in my mouth looking at all the videos, and they were showing me the way you talk to people, and you think you're gonna come up in my courtroom and ask me for some leniency? No. Now, why would Terrence fight any of them in public when they allegedly collectively sued Fury for canceling the 2021 summer fight versus Wilder due to alleged fake having COVID? It's funny. It's funny, dog. It's funny. W says, guess who was on the panel when Drew wished death on Sugar Hill? Yeah. For real. Curtis Anderson. A year later, Kurt passed. Hey, they don't have nothing. Kurt was already sick, first of all. Kurt was already sick. So they had words for Crawford and wanted to fight him. Didn't they cry when Wilder was UK and got beer thrown on him by a fan? I don't know nothing about that, man. I don't know. I just know when it comes to this YTC shit, it's a whole people want. It's a lot of people that want to take up for them and not take up for me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take up for them niggas just because you up underneath their umbrella, then so be it. But don't act like I'm the one that's provocating this. No, they provocated. They provocated the shit. I don't have time for none of that, man. But let me jump off here, man. Somebody just text me. I'm gonna go have a conversation. They concerned about Erica. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this is. I'm about to have a conversation. So, I'm not even gonna have it on live. But I will definitely talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm about to have a conversation. Y'all hold it down. Continue to support the channel, man. Hit the like. I appreciate you. Salute to everyone in the building. Man, continue to support the channel. Man, listen to what you hear and don't stay too close to that shit, man. It don't make any sense. I'm out.